Alright, first, if you recently bought a Switch, Nintendo will replace it with a revised model. However, it's only for North America. Yep, it's very important. Imagine if you purchased the original Nintendo Switch and then found out a revised model has just been released. You would probably want to replace it, right? Well, now you can. Provided you're located in North America. Sorry, those abroad. Sorry, those abroad. And bought an original system anytime after the 17th of July this year, Nintendo will allow you to trade in your old model Switch for the new one with better battery life. This special offer was discovered by a user over the Switch Reddit, who further explained how Nintendo will swap an old system for a new one for free, as long as the console was purchased after the above-mentioned date and the customer pays to ship the older unit. Digital Trends even reached out to Nintendo and confirmed this offer does in fact exist. If you're hoping to get your hands on a new Switch and aren't able to take advantage of this unofficial promo, the best way to find one is by looking for the red packaging in store. Revised Switch serial numbers also supposedly start with XKW. There is no word on how long this replacement deal will last. Once again, they'll reportedly start with X-Ray, K as in Kelly, W as in Wilco. So in case you guys are looking, there you go. But, again, this is a limited offer. After the 17th of July should have been your purchase, and it's only good in North America. So, those of you that don't live in North America, sorry. I don't know why they're just doing it in North America. HD remasters of Commandos 2 and Praetorians now have gameplay trailers. It feels like 2019 is the year of old games made new. If a classic game hasn't been remade or remastered, it's due to have a young new company take up the mantle and develop a 20 years late sequel. Tactics games aren't going to be left out of the fad, as classic RTS tactics games Console Commanders 2 and Praetorians are due for HD remastered versions by the end of the year. In preparation for Gamescom, publisher Calypso Media has released a new gameplay trailer for each, showing off combat unit selection, higher resolution assets, and the game's UI. Commandos 2 has the blend of real-time strategy with stealth tactics that you'll either recognize from playing in its original low-res version from 2001 or from the modern games like Shadow Tactics that cited as heavy influence. Praetorians, based on the foot battles of Roman Empire, is focused more on the real-time strategy elements of directing and managing troops instead of the stealth action scenarios of Commandos 2. There's plenty of tactical battle on the horizon between these two classic remasters and Mimi Games' upcoming Desperados 3. All three are currently listed on Steam. So, let's take a look at those trailers. First one is going to be Commandos 2. Cross my fingers. Nope. Golly, why you gotta do that to me? There we go. Alright. Here we go. This one is Commandos 2 HD Remastered. Gamescom trailer.
Let's go. Okay. Right away, sir. All right. It's all mine.
They don't have the release dates listed on the articles, but I'm going to keep my eye out for the release dates because you know me, every Sunday is getting the new Switch in September. Ah, okay, it's about the Switch story. Okay, that would explain it then. That would explain it. Getting the new Switch in September. Keep your eyes out to see if they do that same special offer over there in the UK as well, and I'll let everybody that watches my stream in the UK, I'll let them know the next time that comes out after we have the article. Okay, now for the Praetorians trailer.
For the Emperor!
Alright, there's the trailer for that one. Alright, here we go. We'll just leave that up for right now because that is wind up. Let me key up the next one just in case. Oh, well, that times it right, don't it? Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey shows off its evolution system. The Humankind Odyssey is a generational survival sim, so while you're making sure your chimps are learning new skills that will help them fend off predators to find food, you'll also be ensuring that the next generation starts off with more advantages. The final video in the 101 series digs into the RPG-like evolutionary system, which starts with individual chimp learning. You'll be able to make discoveries while controlling individual chimps, like figuring out that a rock can be used as a very simple tool, which can then unlock neurons in the development menu, as well as abilities that come with them. Ancestors takes place over millions of years, so expect some big leaps in time. You'll be able to make similar generational jumps too, where infants become adults, adults will become elders, and things you learned in the previous generation will be passed on to the next, benefiting the whole tribe. So, let's see here.
There is this notion in Ancestors to go from a prey to a predator. It's not about going through missions in an order that we picked for you. It's really up to the player to write his own history of our, odyssey on this planet.
Huh, that's interesting. So it's not story-driven. It's not, a story-driven survival evolution game. It's what you make it. You tailor the story. Interesting.
I want you to get lost in the universe we've created for you, and I want you to be that character, not a gamer. The core mechanics on how you evolve is that first you need to experience by yourself as a player one ability that is already there. Once you've gained that, you go into your neuronal development menu and you can open up and build up your ability and skills tree. Because this is how your character gains skills and abilities, is through evolution. So it depends really on how you play. That will open up new skills and new neurons afterwards. There's also a generation menu where you can actually go 15 years in the future. And yes, the baby will become adult, and adult will become elders. But it's also how you lock a bit forever your neuronal system. The system of going through skills tree for one character, then a generation, and eventually the evolution is what we use the term RPG. It's a game.
This is really interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. If my baby is still listening, he's probably going to want to come home and check my temperature. But this is interesting. This sounds like a very interesting survival game. this may actually be a survival game I would want to play. Very picky about these things. But it's really interesting. The evolution, the development process, and all that stuff. It really intrigues me. It really does. So it's, yeah. It sounds like a really interesting game. Alright, Fallout 76's Vault 94 raid is instanced. Level 50 plus recommended. Explore a vault overrun with plants and battle the threats within. Let's see here. Bethesda has revealed a few more details on Vault 94, the first vault raid incoming to Bethesda's Fallout 76. First, some backstory. The vault was originally assigned to gardeners who would reseed the wasteland after the nuclear fallout. As a result, nature has overrun the vault's innards with something threatening to destroy it. Your mission is to defeat those threats and ideally find out what happened to the former vault dwellers. Ooh, a mystery. The raid is recommended for a team of level 50 plus players, although you can still try running it solo if you really want to. Instancing will be active for the first time, meaning that other players can't interact with your raid, and that enemy levels will stay within mission parameters if someone in your group happens to be over the cap. That's good. The first mission for Vault 94 goes live on August 20th. There are 3 difficulty options for each mission, and better quality loot awaits you if you take the tougher challenges. Said loot includes power armor plans and Vault 94 steel for crafting the suit. Stay tuned for more details on the Vault 94 raid. It's included with patch 12, which also goes live next week. Now I'm going to see if I can find the patch notes for tomorrow's show. All right, Legacy of Kain. Soul Reaver turns 20. Let's remember why it was brilliant. So, yep, here we go. 20th anniversary of Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Crystal, and I just smacked my table. Crystal Dynamics' influential PS1, PS, and later Dreamcast classic was one of the best single-player adventure games on Sony's console, and is credited with influencing the genre and its subsequent standouts, such as Uncharted. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver was praised for its story, characters, world design, evocative atmosphere, and the mechanic of shifting between 2 world states, which at the time was hugely impressive. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver was directed and written by Amy Hennig, who took to Twitter to say it holds a very special place in my heart. Hennig, of course, would go on to play a key role in the Uncharted series at Naughty Dog. Back in 2012, Hennig talked to Soul Reaver secrets in a post on the PlayStation blog. Initially, Hennig revealed Soul Reaver wasn't supposed to be a sequel to Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, rather a new IP called Shifter that was loosely inspired by Paradise Lost. The protagonist was essentially a fallen angel of death, the Reaper of Souls, hunted by his former brethren and now driven to expose and destroy the false god they all served, Hennig said. Shifter concept was the genesis of Soul Reaver. The core ideas were all there. The hero was an undead creature able to shift between the spectral and the material realms and glide on the tattered remains of his wings like coattails. We conceive the spirit realm as a twisted, expressionistic version of the physical world. The hero was bent on revenge after being betrayed and cast down by his creator. Like Raziel, he was a dark savior figure chosen to restore balance to a blighted dystopian world. When we were asked to adapt this concept to a sequel to Blood Omen, our challenge was to take all these ideas and immerse them creatively into the Legacy of Kain mythos. So that goes on. So if you guys would like to read that particular article, I'm going to put it right here. And there you go. Thanks for stopping by my little geek channel in the corner of the internet. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, that's what the like button is for. If you didn't, well, there's that other button down there. There is a subscribe button. If you haven't yet, I'll give you that option by just letting you know it's down there. There is a bell, however fickle it does tend to be. And there are also links in the description to not only the trailer, but ways to support the content on this channel, other channels, and on blogs that I have as well. Until next time, guys, stay geeky.